Well, a late episode of Saturday Morning Movie Reviews. We're gonna call this the late night. The late Sunday night movie review. For the recap of the weekend. I'm your host, Venomous Vincent, alongside my always is the man Dan Skip Allen from the fourth row. What's going on, my friend?
Oh, nothing much, man. It's just been a crazy 3 or 4 days. But I got a chance to rest a little bit today, take it easy and stuff, and then But I saw a lot of movies this week, and a few of them early. So,
well, I only got to see one, and then I also saw the Burbs, the new show from Peacock. So we'll talk about that. Have you got to see the Burbs yet?
No, I haven't, but I got to see 2 other TV shows. If you want me to talk about those, The Lincoln Lawyer season 4 and Cross season 2.
All right. Well, let's recap them real quick.
Well, I mean, if people are a fan of The Lincoln Lawyer, it's on Netflix. It's based on the Michael Connelly series of novels where he has this interconnected universe of like detectives like Harry Bosch and Mickey Haller, the Lincoln Lawyer, and Renee Bauer, the FBI agent, and they also have a reporter. And Netflix has got the rights to the Lincoln Lawyer, Mickey Haller, and this is season 4. And if you've seen season 3, you know what happens at the end of season 3. They always leave you off with a cliffhanger for the next season. And so, needless to say, Mickey has been framed for murder of Sam Scales. And so the whole season, he's got to figure a way to prove his innocence. And that means one of his ex-wives is running the law firm, who she just got her law degree of the year before, the season before. And so she's going crazy, and all his people are there doing their thing. And it's just, I mean, I wasn't a fan of Garcia Rufo before, early on. But as the seasons have gone on, I've liked him more and more. And I'm kind of now at the point where Miguel Garcia Rufo, I believe is what his name is. I've kind of like, okay, he's Mickey Haller now, and he's the Lincoln Lawyer, so I have to live with it, and this is the show. So I've kind of now been happy with him. If you remember Jurassic World, the new Jurassic World movie that came out in July or June of last year, he was the father of the family that got stranded on the boat. They had to save that family in the last Jurassic World movie. But yeah, I like it. I'll tell you what, I just like the world, the inner workings of the LA police and the courts and the law and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, you just kind of get sucked into that world, And I know your parents are big fans of it.
Yeah, I have not seen any of them. So I have not. I don't know what to say. My parents are a big fan of it. This is also based off of the movie, correct?
Yeah, well, they did do a Lincoln Lawyer movie, and from what I hear, the people that are a big fan of the Lincoln Lawyer say that Matthew McConaughey was a miscast of Mickey Haller. I myself got used to him being Mickey Haller, so I loved him as the character. But come to find out, he's a mix of an Irish and Mexican, so that's why you have Miguel Garcia Rufo playing him, and he's like a mixed race actor or whatever. So I have to try to live with that. I like Matthew McConaughey, but I also understand the criticisms too. So,
well, let's talk about the Burbs. This is a TV remake, or a TV show remade after a movie. And I think it was 19. Let me get the date. I'm not
90,
sure.
92 earlier.
No, sorry, we're both wrong. 89.
89. Okay.
89. And that's with Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Tom Hanks and Bruce Dern and Carrie Fisher. And that was a classic movie. I really enjoyed it. So this one is starring Keke Palmer and Jack Whitehall. All right. So here's my problem with these remakes is they don't know when to stop. And I tell you this all the time. Like they don't know when to throw the towel in and have to do a show into a movie into a show. I hate that. I will say that I really, when I found out, when I started watching the beginning episode, I said to myself, this looks like the same street they shot on for the movie. So when I went back and looked at it, it is exactly the same street they shot on. And what makes it even cooler, besides the actual show, is the fact that the house that is the mystery house on the street is the Mockingbird Lane house from the Munsters, which makes it even cooler. That's probably the only thing that's saving this for me to watch, is that right there. I know that probably sounds stupid, but again, I'm not a huge fan of remakes, so I've only seen the first episode. I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to see what happens. But I kept hearing this for years and years. They're going to do a TV show about the Burbs, and they did. This one's a little different, though. This one, do you remember the movie?
I vaguely remember the movie. It's this happy street with all these families, and then there's this one family that is like a little bit off from everybody else, and they have kind of get involved in a mystery of trying to discover who this family is and the house and all this kind of stuff. That's as much as I know. I forget. I'll be honest with you. It's so long ago, I forgot. I haven't seen the movie in such a long time.
Well, I forgot, and I'm going to actually go back and watch the movie so I can relate to it. But I don't remember if Tom Hanks's family. I remember, wasn't there a part in the movie where all of them were friends on the street, and they would meet to figure out what's going on? I believe. Well, if that's true, that's the same way it was in the movie or in the show. They come all together. This family moves into the street, and then they all become friends, and they're trying to figure out what's going on in this house. Why was this house sold, and why was it not? So to give you back up real quick, the house that they're looking at and trying to figure out what's going on, supposedly there was a murder in the house, and the people that owned it let it sit for 10 to 15 years without selling it. And then finally they sold it, and a new gentleman moves in. That's as much as I'm going to give you, because that's pretty much all that's happened so far on the show. So if you're interested in the Burbs and you like the original movie from '89 with Tom Hanks, I suggest you go and check it out. It's on Peacock. I don't know how many episodes there is. There's not many. They kind of gave this just like a test trial run. And then what's the next show that you saw?
Well, Cross season 2, which is based on another literary character, just another author who has a shared universe of characters and whatnot, and that's James Patterson. But his biggest character that he's had, who's going on for years and years, over 20-something years, maybe even close to 30 years, I'm not sure, is Alex Cross. Now, Alex Cross has been portrayed in film twice. Morgan Freeman played him twice in Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider, and then Tyler Perry played him in Cross a few years back. But this is a show on Amazon, and it's the second season, and it stars Aldous Hodge as Alex Cross, and he is a Washington, D.C. police investigator and profiler, but he also works for the FBI as well. And he's got a degree in, understanding people's personality and psychology and stuff like that. And this is just another series of murders that are happening, and they have to investigate these series of murders and the reasoning who's behind these moves. I won't say, but it's got the same people that were in the Kayla, and then you got John Sampson, which is his stepbrother, and some other people, and then some subplots and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, I'm really getting into this show. I'm glad after the first season, they greenlit the second season of Cross really quickly. And if you like Michael James Patterson's novels, you know what the character of Alex Cross is. I mean, I bet you about 75% of Americans have read an Alex Cross novel, you know, and they're easy novels to read. I read dozens of them over the years. And I think this is the best place to do these kind of series where there's so many books, like Lincoln Lawyers on Netflix and then Cross is on Amazon, because you get to do one book as a season, And he's got so many books. You can keep doing this for 10 years if you wanted to, you know? And that's why I think the idea of Harry Potter doing that, one book a season like that, instead of a movie, is the right idea. And I'm a big fan of Aldous Hodge. He was in a show called The City on the Hill, which is a detective series in Boston a couple years ago on Showtime. So, yeah, I like this a lot as well. If you like this type of stuff, these are great shows. Cross and the Lincoln Lawyer.
I do remember watching the movie Cross. Wasn't there a movie called Cross?
Yeah, and it was terrible. Tyler Perry played Alex Cross. Oh God.
Well, let's get into the special feature of the night. This movie I saw last night, or tonight. Excuse me, tonight. Is Send Help. Rachel McAdams and Daniel O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien. Excuse me,
Dylan O'Brien. This movie, how do I put it? I feel like it starts off really slow, like just stupid. Rachel McAdams plays the secretary that's looking to get a promotion in the company, and is pretty much making the guy that she works with make him. Well, she's typing up reports, and then she gives it to him, and he pretty much takes all credit for it. So she's kind of stuck in a rut where she's not moving up in the company. And she gets a break to go to Hong Kong with the whole entire group. And then the plane goes down. And I think that was the best part of the movie. I got to tell you, just the special effects of the plane going down and the one guy's tie getting stuck on the door, and then like his face getting like, there's a part where like the window shade and his face is all getting like slapped apart, and then she puts the curtain down. It had a similar feel to Castaway a little bit, with more people on the island, 2 people on the island. But Rachel McAdams was really nifty in this film. She kind of reminded me of you. And the reason why is you're a big fan of Survivor.
Loved Survivor.
She was a big fan of Survivor. And not only was she a big fan of Survivor, she knew how to survive on an island and make things. And I think the funniest part of this movie was the fact that she's over here like whittling like book bags, and like she made herself some kind of what do you call this, hammock? She made a hammock. She made like some kind of covering for her and this guy is such an asshole. Like I can't get out of this guy. Like for the first like 10, no, I would say for the first 6 minutes of this as them on the island, like he's such a jerk. Like, and then finally she gets fed up with it and she fucking just leaves him for God knows how many hours or days or whatever the thing is. I think the ending's fantastic. I think he got exactly what he deserved. And there were so many twists and turns in this film. What do you think about this film?
Well, yeah, I saw Send Help about a month ago, but about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I did really like it. But the thing is, it's a remake of like a Norwegian film called Triangle of Sadness, except that film, the people were on a boat and the boat capsizes and few of the people land on the island, and the whole thing ensues. But you got these rich, uppity, snooty people on the boat, and they treat the people that work on the boat like crap and this and that and the other. So Sam Raimi takes that concept and kind of condenses a little bit to lesser characters, lesser people, and makes it about the two people instead of like a bigger group of people. And but I did like the additions of Survivor and how she was a fan of Survivor and she used all that stuff because she had applied for Survivor a bunch of times and didn't get on the show and stuff. And she used that stuff to help her survive on the island. And she tried to help Dylan O'Brien, but he at every turn it was all about him. It was all about, hey, I'm your boss, I'm this, that, the other. And she's like, well, you're technically not my boss out here. And so but he just, no matter what she did to try to help him, he just couldn't take it. He just couldn't take the fact that he was a nobody on this island and she was basically taking care of him and stuff. And a lot of the things that happened on the movie were very similar to the movie Triangle of Sadness that came out a few years back that was nominated for Best Picture. But Sam Raimi put his twists on it. And, you know, and that's pretty cool because Sam Raimi is a great director. We've been watching his movies for probably around 30 years now, right? He's been making movies since the 90s, you know. And, yeah, Rachel McAdams was fantastic in the role, and Dylan O'Brien was really good as the jackass boss. So if you hate your boss and you want to see your boss get what's coming to him, this is the movie for you.
Yeah, this was a honestly, and wasn't this a Disney? No, it wasn't a Disney movie. What was this made? What company was this?
20th Century Studios, which is bought by Disney a few years ago.
Okay, so it is kind of a Disney film,
but it's 20th Century Studios.
I think the ending is very the one part that I thought was just so far-fetched was when they showed the house. And I'm thinking to myself, you're out of everywhere in this freaking world, there's a house, a random house in the middle of a mountain on an island. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, this is society. Today's society, Vinny, people are everywhere. It doesn't matter where. There's no uninhabited areas of the world, basically. You know, Johnny Depp owns an island, and all these celebrities all own islands and stuff. And it makes sense there was a house on the island, if you ask me. But you know, that's your opinion.
I like the. I wish they. Here's the thing. You know, when you watch movies and they end it, and you're like, man, what happened? Like, why don't they show what happened after all this? This was the one movie that I wish they would have just ended. Like, they would have just, it ended with him, and that was it. But then they go on and show like her and her success, and I'm like, oh, that ruined it for me. Like, that ruined it. Like, I wish they would have just cut it, and then now your mind is wondering, did she become famous? Did they make a movie? Like, what was the story?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. That's very similar to the ending of Triangle of Sadness, actually.
What? This one?
Yeah. And the house, there's a house on the island in Triangle of Sadness.
So you think this is just a remake?
I believe it's a remake. Now, if people are out there and they don't agree with me, that's fine. You have a right to your opinion. This is what I feel. And I remember when that movie came out and it was successful and it was nominated for Best Picture and stuff like that, there was talk about Sam Raimi making a remake of it. Well, guess what? That's this to me.
Yeah. I don't know if I would watch this movie again. I don't know. I honestly don't. Like I could watch Castaway again. I just don't know. Like, I think that the posters. I think the poster's great.
Yeah, that got me right away. As soon as I saw that poster, Vinny, way back before I saw the movie, I was requesting, hey, are we getting a press screening of this movie? I want to see this movie. Could I get? And you know, my publicist said, yeah, you're going to probably get one. And then I looked it up. Oh, 20th Century Studios. Okay, I get screeners and screenings of those movies. You know.
Yeah, this probably would have been better to watch in the theater. I watched it at home. So.
Oh yeah, it was a great theater experience. The crowd was great, and it was a press screening, and even the press screening was fun with the crowd reacting to some of the stuff.
So usually the first couple months of the new year, the movies aren't as good. and it starts picking up probably right before summer. And there is a lot. I feel like there's a lot of good films this year. I feel like way more than last year.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself because I've seen a few, like Cold Storage, for instance. I saw, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, it's got Joe Keery in it, and it's got Liam Neeson and Leslie Manville, which was weird. Those two, they were just in a romantic movie I saw like a year or two ago, and Leslie Manville's got a new romantic movie with Syrian Hines coming up soon, and Joe Keery and they're security guards at a storage facility in Kansas. But before it was a storage facility, it was a nuclear. It was like a military base, and they housed kind of questionable things there. Well, needless to say, over time, something ends up leaking, or something got into something, and it became this substance that got out. And if you touch it, you go crazy and turn into like a zombified, like mutant creature. And so these guys are trying to contain this crazy substance in this mountain in Kansas. And the only people that know about it are these military people that dealt with it like 30 years prior, and they put it in this locked up storage room deep underground. And it is funny, it's crazy, it's wild. It's nothing like out there like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing. It's not that, but it's fun. And it's like, okay, thank you. I want to just watch something and not think about life, and just watch a movie and think about what's in that box, And Cold Storage was that. Is it the greatest thing ever? No. Is it the worst thing ever? No. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Is that one you just saw?
I saw that this week, and I also saw one a few weeks ago that is just coming out this week. It's Have Fun, Don't Die. God, Have Fun, Don't Die. Something. It's like 3 titles.
Titles.
Yeah, it's got 3 titles. It's something, Have Fun, Don't Die. And it stars Sam Rockwell. Okay. God, what's the name of this movie? I got to look it up, Vinny. I can't help not looking it up. But it's okay. Sam Rockwell is a guy. He comes from the future. Okay. He goes to this diner, and he looks like he's got a nuclear bomb strapped to him or something, like a bomb. Like somebody's going to go into a bank and blow up a bomb, or go into a building and blow up the building or something. That's what he looks like he's got. But he's from the future. Okay. And he says, it's called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Good luck, have fun, don't die. I need a group of the people that are in this diner, a random group of people in this diner, to come with me, because we're going to save the world. And if you don't come with me, the world's going to die in a number of years or whatever. So he just picks these random people, and it's Haley Lou Richardson, Zazie Beetz, Michael Pena, and a couple other people. They all go with him, and they go on a mission and to save the world. And it's a really fun movie. It's from Gore Verbinski, and another movie where you say, oh, okay, great. I'm not going to take this seriously. It's nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. It's just got a lot of fun, and it will just take your mind off of the world that we're living in today, and it kind of pokes fun at the world we live in today a little bit, and there's some wild stuff in it. I'm not going to give it away. Okay. I'm not going to give it away, but there is some wild stuff in it, and it's got to do with AI, and there's interesting AI ideas in here. It's like, okay, AI, of course, is going to take over the planet, but another one, really fun movie. I recommend. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. What a fun
wild name that is. What a wild name.
It is. And it really depicts the movie so well. Have fun. Good luck, have fun, don't die. That's basically what it comes down to, And I think you should definitely see it if you have a chance. Sam Rockwell is fantastic in it. And also, I saw Wuthering Heights. Now, Wuthering Heights is based on the novel by Emily Bronte, the period piece, but from like a couple hundred years ago, or like maybe 100 years ago or 150 years ago, whatever it is. And it's about this girl who lives in this mansion called Wuthering Heights on kind of the side of a mountain or on a cliff or whatever you want to call it. And her father ends up bringing home a stray. I think it's Elizabeth. Is it? I forget her name now, Vinny. I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember her name. She's played by Margot Robbie. Okay. She's played by Margot Robbie. And she basically kind of befriends the kid that is, and she just names him Heathcliff. Okay. She names him Heathcliff, and they become really good friends over a period of time. But the problem is Heathcliff likes her, and she doesn't look at Heathcliff the same way. I can't see my phone, so I'm looking at my phone to see. Her name is Catherine Earnshaw. Okay, her name is Catherine Earnshaw. Margot Robbie plays Catherine Earnshaw. Okay, she doesn't look at Heathcliff the same way as Heathcliff looks at her. She wants to marry a socialite so she can get a dowager and get money and have riches and clothes and all this stuff. While Heathcliff is a stable boy. So he decides he's going to leave. Heathcliff is going to leave, right? And then years later, Heathcliff comes back and he's this gorgeous looking guy. And she falls in love with him, and she doesn't like the husband she married. She wants to be with him. And then there's this whole revenge plot against each other because of some of the things they said and did. And it's directed by Emerald Fennell. Emerald Fennell directed a couple really good movies the last few years called Promising Young Woman, starring Carrie. Oh, what's her name? God, why can't I remember anything tonight? I forget her name. Promising Young Woman. Then Saltburn, which also had Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi plays Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights. He does. And he was also in Saltburn with Barry Keoghan. And Emerald Fennell, she adds her kind of sensibilities, her interesting sensibilities to the movie. It's not a straightforward adaptation of Wuthering Heights. It's got amazing cinematography, an incredible score. It looks amazing. It has this weird aesthetic to it, even though the clothes are all the period clothes and all that stuff, you know. It's not your grandfather and grandmother's Wuthering Heights, let's put it that way. It's a whole new Wuthering Heights for a whole new generation. And if you want to get a new version of this classic literary tale, I think you should go take a chance on Wuthering Heights. It's obviously it's not going to be for everybody, but it's geared towards young, like teenage girls or young adult girls, women who are just looking for that. And you know, they released it on Valentine's Day for that reason. I thought this is the time to put it out. Warner Brothers put it out on Valentine's weekend to see they can make money off of the teens and young adult college age women who are looking for a kind of swooning relationship kind of movie. But the novel isn't necessarily that either. So it's they're just trying to capitalize on that young adult novel, and they kind of shoehorn this into that kind of vibe, if you will. But I liked it. I can understand why some people may not like it.
Right. I can already hear the weather coming through right now, man. We're gonna get pounded. Are you guys still getting weather over there?
I just got a little bit of a cell here a couple minutes ago while you were talking.
Skip, where can they find you at?
You can always find me at my name, Dan Skip Allen, on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X/Instagram, Blue Sky, Letterbox,
and your sister's basement.
Yeah, my sister's basement. Also, I am the owner, editor-in-chief, and head film critic for FromTheFourthRow.com, where I got everything you could think. All these movies that I just talked about, there's reviews of all of them on there. The TV shows got reviews, and we're going to be. We have the first article of the shorts, Oscar-nominated shorts. There's 2 more of those coming. So anything that of your desire that you're interested in, there's reviews basically on FromTheFourthRow.com. And then if you know like to read reviews before you see something, you can come over and read the reviews after you watch something. I recommend it. And there's another movie out right now. I am trying to get everybody comment and tell Vinny to go see Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Please, people out there, if you see this video or if you're a friend of Vinny's, tell him to go see Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Do not tell him anything about it. It is going to be something he should watch.
If I get some time this week, I'm gonna try to go see it. Lately I've been having really long days at work, and I'm really trying to go to Epic next couple of weeks. I really want to go to Epic Universe. Have not been there yet. I want to go there, so that might be on my bucket list. I want to thank you again, Skip, for coming on and talking with us on this late night movie review on Sunday night. Hopefully next week we'll get back on track. Guys, listen, UPR Entertainment, UPR Wrestling has tons and tons of shows. You guys got to check it all out. We start with Monday. We have the Monday night Rated R review show with the executive consultant and Willie Seaman Beeman. We also have on Tuesday night, we have NXT review show with the Wrestling Doll and I always get his name wrong, so if I get it wrong, I apologize. The Great Grand Slam Puma. I always get it wrong. One day I'm going to get it right. On Wednesday nights, we have the AEW All Elite Heat podcast. This week, it will be Cactus Katie and my co-host from SmackDown, Mad Dog Matt Kelly. And then you can find us, the Venomous Vincent and Mad Dog Kelly, for the SmackDown Showdown every Friday night. So, guys, there's a plethora of shows out there, and also there's a couple other entertainment shows that I don't know exactly when they're on. That's gonna be my thing this week, because I'm gonna make sure I have every show down, like I did with the other ones. I want to make sure I have everything down. But until next week, guys, I'm your host, Venomous Vincent. That's Dan Skip Allen, and we'll see you guys at the movies. Good day, everybody.
You didn't say anything about your cruise. Oh, well, are you still doing it?
I'm having a hard time with this tonight. I don't know what is going on.
Are you guys still doing your cruise?
Hold on. I need to end this. Hold on.
Isn't that weird?
Damn it.
You can't end it.